Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Damien Dorian's Infamous Collectibles channel. Today's video is actually a very special video because it is Friday the 13th. You like that? I actually drew that about 5 minutes ago, and that's why it's all crappy. My markers are running out, but it's there on my dry erase board, so it looks cool in the background. Awesome. So why I say it's a very special video is because it's Friday the 13th. We gotta stay in and watch Friday the 13th videos with Jason Voorhees himself. But that's not what this video is gonna be about. It's actually Tuesday. Yeah, my Friday the 13th video is going up a little late. Only like 4 days after Friday the 13th has already happened, but that's not going to stop me from actually posting this video because today's video is actually going to be a toy review, and the toy we're going to be reviewing is this bad boy here in the background. It's the Jason figure from Friday the 13th, the final chapter by NECA, so that's awesome. I love NECA. I've been collecting NECA for maybe a couple years now, and I actually love them, so I'll talk more about them once we get into the review, once we jump over to the white table. Without further ado, let's head over there right now. Alrighty, so jumping right into this review, we're taking a look at the box first. Here on the cover you can see the movie cover with Friday the 13th, the final chapter, with the mask of Jason with a hunting knife going right through one of his eyes. On the side here, again, on top, you get Friday the 13th, the final chapter, but this time you get a still of Jason, the action figure, and then here on the bottom, you get NECA Reel Toys. Jumping over to the opposite side, again, you get Friday the 13th, the final chapter, the still again. On the bottom, you get NECA Reel Toys, and then looking at the back here, you see all of this beautiful detail. You get a pose still of the actual figure that's in this box. You get Friday the 13th up here in this corner, and then on the bottom, you have this read-up stuff, so if you want, pause the video now and read that. And on the bottom, again, you get more stills of Jason and all the many poses you can do with this figure, just showing off the articulation of this guy and the accessories and just everything you can do with this figure. So I think that's pretty awesome that they actually use pictures of the figure itself instead of, you know, pictures of Jason from the movie. Alright, so that was the back. Taking a look at the top, you get Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and then on the bottom, you get all this other read-up stuff. Yeah, not too interesting, but, you know, it does show everybody here off to this corner who had to do with the paint, the sculpt, and just everything having to do with this guy. So major props to these fellas. This is also why I really love NECA figures, especially these kinds, because these come with a window box and this little flap here on the inside of it. You can see again a still of the figure holding the axe, and on the opposite side of that you get a window with Jason, and you can see all the accessories he comes with. You could even see that he comes with this tombstone of his mother, which is awesome. But anyway, that was the box. Now we're gonna crack this guy open and just take a look at him and all the various accessories that he comes with. Alright, and as you can see, he comes with a variety of weapons. You have all his bladed weapons with an extra little hand, and you have the Jason figure himself here standing with the mask that he comes packaged with. Off to his left side here, you get his mother's tombstone, and you also get an alternative head sculpt of Jason, which we'll get into because I really like this one. And then you have this wine bottle opener. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna take a look at the weapons first, so we'll get rid of all this here, including the hand. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna look at is the wine corkscrew. Has no articulation to it, which it would be awesome if it did have that, but I mean, it'd be kind of useless. And then on the tip of it, you can see that it has blood spewed on it. Pretty neat little detail. Going on to the hatchet and the kitchen knife. Yeah, the hatchet, yeah, the hatchet's pretty cool. It has blood all over it, and it's a pretty basic hatchet. This one just has blood splattered on it, so that's pretty awesome. And then the kitchen knife, this one also has blood splattered all over it, so that's pretty cool. I like the little details in this. You know, even the handle has the little metal bits, the little metal dots. That was pretty cool. Then taking a look at the hatchet. It's just an ordinary hatchet, nothing too special. I do like that it has some sort of like metal texture there. Then on the handle, not too much detail on it. It doesn't look wooden or anything. It looks like just brown plastic, which it is. But, you know, guess that's a cool little detail. It peeking out through the top. Extra little things like that. Just, you know, bubble my tea. Alright. And then taking a look at the handsaw here. Yeah, I really like that stained silver finish. I've actually never owned one of these, so I don't know if the handle's actually supposed to be brown, wooden, or steel, or what. But it's still pretty cool. I like that it has blood on it, too. Which is kind of funny because you would think this hatchet would have blood on it, but it doesn't, and this one does. Then here's the machete, of course, his famous machete. You have the handle with the little silver buttons there to hold the handle together. You get the blade, and it has blood splattered basically all over it. So this thing is coated in blood. Pretty awesome, being that this is Jason's signature weapon. Pretty badass. Alright, well there's the bladed weapons. Now taking a look at the hand. This one's a more loose grip, and then he has another one that he comes with that's a tighter grip for the smaller blades, like the knife and the hatchet. All the detail in his hand. Here, let me see if I can get like a closer look. There we go. Look at the detail on this guy, on this guy's hand. Even got the black nails on him because he's kind of like a zombie, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Then now we're going to take a look at the mom's tombstone, little Pamela Voorhees, 1930 through 1979, at rest, yes. And for people who don't know, she was actually the killer in the very first Friday the 13th. A lot of people already knew that, so it's not really a spoiler if you haven't seen it. If you're watching the first Friday the 13th, don't expect to see Jason until the second part. But anyway, I love the way it looks. I actually do like how this looks like granite. Just, you know, the extra small details and the words and everything. Like, this is actually a pretty cool accessory. You wouldn't think it is, but it is. It's really awesome. Alright, now, taking a look at the head sculpt that he comes with. And why I say I love NECA is because little things like this. You can take the mask off of the head and just have this, and you can put them on any other figure, but this one's highly detailed. Even the strap itself, you can see all the little lines in there, the little buckles. That's a really awesome touch to these things. If you notice, he has a little blood splatter right there. But anyway, taking a look at his head, you can see Jason and his deformity, big old deformed head. This head sculpt, it comes with a gash across his eye, well, across the side of his head, for when he gets, I believe it's the hatchet, yeah, gets that baby chopped in there. You see, this is why NECA, I wouldn't say they're top dog, but they're on top. They're close to the very top on my list of figures to buy. I really love the way this looks. The way they do the sculpts on these guys is outstanding. It's crazy. Couldn't even put into words how like amazing these things look. But anyway, now taking a look at the figure. Okay, so you have Jason the badass himself right here. Taking a look at him, he's actually very detailed. I know I've been saying that a lot throughout the video, but he really is. You can see all the wrinkles in his shirt and on his pants, the little creases, just everything on this guy is just super highly detailed. I even like how it's like he's sort of chub. Got a little bit of chubs on you. Let's just take a look at the extreme pan close-up. Start with his head. Alright, got the hockey mask, super detailed, blood splattered on it through the crack. Got his shirt, green, creases, pockets, hands, wrinkles, zombie texture. I wouldn't know how to call that. I mean, he is pretty old, so I guess it would be like wrinkles. His pants, the creases, the brown, the blood stains on it, the shoes. Like, just take a look at that. That's crazy. He even has peg holes, by the way. Boom, so you can put him on a stand. Then you got the back of him, the creases, more blood. I believe that's blood, or maybe this guy maybe just the paint's a defect. I don't know, but that's pretty cool, I guess. Maybe sat on somebody. And you got the back of his shirt. Just that is a highly detailed figure. You got the side of his head, his little ears sticking out, because again, he's a deformed child. And again, boom! Woo! You get his angel face. Just look at this guy. Wow. Crazy. And it's pretty cool because it's like you can do like things with this figure that you wish, you know, he would do in the movies. I don't know if that explains it well, but you know, you can just have him in different scenarios. That's just awesome. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at the articulation on this dude. His head can move up about that far. Look down quite a bit, actually. Can move it side to side. Could even do all the way around if you needed to. Again, he's like a zombie, so could do that. And then of course you can just pop it right off, have his bone exposed, his spine, and then switch it with the other head, which doesn't look too different because I didn't put the mask back on it. So where's that mask? Here it is. Is that the right one? I think these are, okay, so the masks themselves are actually quite different. The cheek paints, does that make sense? Yeah, those little triangles that are right there on the cheeks. This one here has them in red, and then this one over here doesn't have them in red, which is kind of odd. And then the one that has the bigger cut, or the bigger crack in it, that's the one for this head sculpt, because of course he has the crack right on his head. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Have him tilting, looking at you, just taunting you like, "¿Qué pasó, wey? You want to die today or not?" So yeah, that's the head articulation. He actually has a little bit of ab crunch, but the clothes themselves are kind of like this rubbery texture, so you can't really bend him too much or have him in the same spot. That's another thing. If you're posing this guy, just make sure you don't have him pose for too long, because like the crotch area and his shirt, it's like this rubbery material, so if you like have his leg kicked up like that, you see how his crotch area folds out like so? If you have it for too long, it'll kind of stick out, make it look awkward, you know? So yeah, he has an ab crunch. I believe that's a waist swivel, if I'm not mistaken, so he could turn his oh, there goes his hand. Yeah, he could turn his waist. Arm articulation, he can actually bend his hand all the way up like so. Actually, I think he can do a full 360. Oh yeah, you can. Sweet. I wouldn't recommend doing that too much because NECA figures have been known to like have real sketchy joints and real sketchy pegs, so I wouldn't like put too much pressure on this dude, posing him and stuff. So yeah, oh, putting his head back on, I completely forgot to do that. His hand could actually bend that much. Again, for a raised hand, if he has his machete in, which I'll show you in a little bit, he can bend it straight out, straight downwards, and then outwards. You can have him bend out about that much, which kind of sucks, but you know, you can have him like that. So it bends out quite a bit more. He can kick forward actually quite a bit like that. And then his legs can bend out pretty far too. Like I said, they're really articulated figures. Kick backwards. He can kick back quite a bit, I guess, as much as any regular human. So his knees, you can bend it about that much, which is pretty cool because if he's like standing like this, he could be standing on his own head like that, or anybody else's head. For the feet, he does not have ankle pivot, so that kind of sucks. He really doesn't have that much articulation anyway in his feet. It's kind of a bummer, but it's Jason. He doesn't really do any like super flexible things. He's just a stiff guy, you know. This is literally Jason right here. So that's all you need Jason, for him to move his arms, have his legs so he can walk, and basically it, and turning his head. Boop, boop, boop. But anyway, I really love this guy. Yeah, he has his more closed fist. So you can have him holding his machete. Look at that. Wah. Come back here, teenagers. You screwed me over, guys. Just left me in the lake to drown. No big deal. I just died. And now I'm an entity of the devil. I don't know if he is or not, but, you know, he's immortal. But yeah, I really love this guy. NECA have been my favorite for a couple years now. You know, I'm gonna continue buying NECA figures just because I love the detail in them. I love all the accessories. I love the articulations on these guys. Like the small details that you can just take this dude's mask off is amazing to me. And for like, what, a quarter of the price of a hot toy, this dude is like $25 online. I'll put the link down below to the BBTS, the Big Bad Toy Store website, where you could actually pick this guy up and many more Friday the 13th figures, which I plan to buy all of them. And basically I plan to buy all of the NECA figures having to do with horror because that's usually what they're based around, which is amazing. Anyway, that's the figure, guys. Whew. Alright, well, wasn't that an awesome figure? I, for one, love this figure. The articulation on it, the accessories. You can do so much photography-wise with this guy. Yeah, and that's what I'll probably go do. So follow my Instagram. I'll put the link down below. That's where I post my toy photography. So amateur, but, you know, I'm still trying. I'm trying to practice the craft of toy photography, so it helps just to practice, you know, and I put all my, like, technically they're my practice shots because I just, like, take a few, edit them a little bit, and then I'll post them there on my Instagram. I mean, I'm not the best, but at least I'm trying, and you know, that's the best you can do, is just try. Yeah, for anybody wanting to do toy photography, I would highly suggest starting. I mean, you're gonna take 100 bad photos and then you'll start taking hundreds of better photos, so I say just go for it. That's what I did, and look at me now. I'm making YouTube videos about it. Not really, but you know, maybe one day I'll actually make a toy photography video where I show you how to maybe toy photography, what items you would need, and then maybe we can jump into the computer and then we'll edit some together. That sounds like a hell of a time to me, so maybe in the future. Not anytime soon because I don't even know how to start a tutorial video, but you know, it wouldn't hurt to try. Like I said, trying's the best option you can do. Just never give up on it. Anyway, that was the review, guys, of the Jason figure from Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Hope you liked. Again, I'll put my Instagram down below so that way y'all can go check out the toy photography. And you know, now that I think about it, I didn't even make a thumbnail for this video, so you know, and I got the perfect spot to do it. I know of just a place. Alright, let me go get Roxy and then we'll head out. And I'll show you the spot because it's awesome. So this next part's going to be technically like a little vlog. Yeah, stay tuned. Okay.
Didn't notice.
Alright guys, well, we made it to Nature Park. This is Roxy, by the way, if y'all don't know. Oh, and we found 2 little companions too. We came to this park because there's this really gorgeous lake out over here, and there's also a bridge that we want to shoot all this stuff at. So yeah, we're gonna go do that right now. All right, finally. Geez, that was a walk. Look at all that spot over there we have to come and walk through. So we finally made it to the lake part of the nature park. So I'm trying to shoot this thumbnail because, you know, like I said, I forgot to shoot a thumbnail. Well, I came over here to shoot this because I decided it'd be fitting to shoot next to a lake. you know, with the figure. So let's see if we can get some awesome thumbnails. See, hopefully nothing interrupts us because there's also other people here, but whatever. Oh, also, I didn't just bring the figure. I brought my brother's hockey mask because I thought maybe I could just put it on and maybe like do some cool shots, you know, in the forest or something, make it like more Jason-esque. So we'll see. I'll just set it up here for now. Yeah. Maybe we could do a couple thumbnails with it off to the side of me. And then me will be holding this figure. I don't know how the thumbnail's gonna come out, but this is what you gotta do if you want to make a thumbnail. Roxy is gonna be my photographer. Woo! I don't know how I really want this thumbnail to come out. I have the figure. I thought maybe like a cool, hey, what's up, or whatever, or maybe like have the mask on. I don't know what to really do. Oh shit. I'll pick that up in a little bit. I'll just continue without it. I will shoot the thumbnail with the figure itself. So now I gotta figure out how to do that because I don't want to walk all the way around this thing and pick up the mask. So we'll just figure out something else. Like this thumbnail. That's too girly. Maybe like this. Hey, what's up? No? Like I don't know how the mask is back here. The mask is not there anymore. Did you get it?
No.
No? Oh.
Maybe it's down over there.
Yeah, I mean, we are kind of on a hill. Maybe it slid into the grass. We'll go check it later. Just finish this thumbnail real quick.
Open it.
Oh, like that, huh? You like the insides? Look at that. Maybe like, hey kid, you want to buy some action figures? Alright, well, I think we got the thumbnail, so yeah, let's just get out of here. It's getting pretty dark. It's kind of creepy around here. It's kind of gives you that actual Friday the 13th feel. But let's go. Okay. Real quick. The bag that I have right here.
Oh my gosh. It's really creepy out here. I'm gonna go wait in the Jeep.
Anyway. Well, I guess we can be here by myself. I'll walk back. It's no problem. Whatever. Let's go.